Hi, I'm Mike Wales, also known as the Child Injury Attorney. In today's podcast, we'll talk about common e-bike injuries, how they're caused, and what additional safety precautions we can teach our children.
When your child is injured by negligence, Michael Wales fights for justice. The Child Injury Attorney.
Let's talk about e-bikes first. In California, they fall into three classes. Class 1 e-bike is a low-speed, pedal-assisted electric bicycle that provides assistance only when the rider is pedaling and up to a speed of 20 miles an hour. Class 1 e-bikes are permitted on any paved surface that a regular bike is allowed to operate. Class 2 e-bikes are also a low-speed, throttle-assisted electric bicycle that can propel the bike with or without pedal assist up to 20 miles an hour. Class 2 bikes are permitted on any paved surface that a regular bike is allowed to operate. Most e-bikes are in this class. My Rad Runner is a Class 2 e-bike, which means it has both pedal assist and a throttle and can reach a maximum speed of 20 miles an hour. That's a standard classification for most e-bikes, and most of them have a 750-watt motor. Class 3 e-bikes are low-speed, pedal-assisted electric bikes equipped with a speedometer and a motor which provides assistance while the rider is pedaling up to 28 miles an hour. The operator of a Class 3 electric bike must be 16 years old or older, must wear a helmet, must not transport passengers, and may ride in the bike lane only if authorized by a local authority or ordinance. Look at the bicycle, look for the mandated classification sticker on your child's e-bike to see what class it is. Now, what are the California laws regarding riding an e-bike? First, we must distinguish electric bikes from electric motorcycles, also called scramblers. They look very similar and often only distinguishable by the lack of pedals on the scrambler. Electric motorcycles are treated the same as regular motorcycles. In other words, the motor vehicle financial responsibility laws apply, driver's license laws apply, and license plate requirements all apply. Since e-bikes are regarded similarly to conventional bicycles, according to California law, all e-bikes are exempt from motor vehicle financial responsibility laws, driver license laws, and license plate requirements. Because an e-bike is considered similar to a traditional bicycle, all the same rules of the road apply when riding on public roads. That includes stopping at red lights, stopping at stop signs, yielding to pedestrians, and not operating a vehicle under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Section 22107 of the California Vehicle Code requires any vehicle, including an e-bike, to give a hand signal before turning or changing lanes. Under Section 22109, the signal must be given continuously for at least 100 feet before making a turn. So what does that mean for our kids riding e-bikes? Well, in most cases, that means they're required to use the hand signals to indicate their intentions to other road users. The hand signals for turning must be made from the left side of the e-bike or bicycle or scooter. A left turn, extend the hand and arm horizontally. A right turn, the hand and arm are extended upward or extended horizontally to the right. To indicate you are going to stop or slow down, the hand and arm should be extended downward. Keep in mind other local laws may apply depending on where you live. As an example, Marin County recently passed an ordinance prohibiting persons under the age of 16 from riding a Class 2 e-bike. The Port of San Diego has banned e-bikes in areas where pedestrians travel. The United States Consumer Protection Safety Commission has recommended that children under 12 should not operate any e-bike that travels more than 10 miles an hour. Failing to follow the rules of the road can result in the same penalties and liabilities as a bicycle rider or a car driver, including but not limited to traffic tickets and obligations for any damages caused by a negligent rider. Our children must be taught to follow the rules of the road. We value your feedback. Please leave a comment below with your questions or topics you'd like us to cover. As a quick reminder, please click the notification bell to receive instant updates whenever the child injury attorney shares new, important information. Let me talk about common causes of e-bike accidents. As more people take to the road on e-bikes, accidents are becoming more and more common. Like cycling-related accidents, e-bike accidents can result from any number of causes. The most common causes of accidents leading to injury include, number one, rider error. The weight and speed of e-bikes can cause a minor rider error to result in a serious crash. That increased speed and weight of an e-bike, which can weigh well more than twice as much as a traditional bicycle, is often a contributing factor in accidents. What if there's a minor passenger on the back of the e-bike and she gets injured due to the minor e-bike operator's negligence? We see a lot of child hurts child cases. Fortunately, a person's homeowner's insurance will likely cover the negligence of a member of a family. Your auto policy's uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage may also provide insurance coverage. More on insurance in our next podcast. Another cause of accidents, during accidents. A during accident occurs when a cyclist collides with a car door that's been opened into their path, often because the driver or passenger failed to check for oncoming traffic. These accidents can cause severe injuries, such as fractures and head trauma. The sudden increase in door accidents can again be attributed to the dramatic surge in e-bike ridership. There are more cyclists on the road than ever before. Regarding a renegotiation of space as drivers and cyclists try to figure out how to share the roadway. Until motorists increase their bicycle, e-bike awareness and are able to peacefully coexist with the riders are at significant risk of danger from inattentive drivers. All riders, not just young ones, should avoid the door zone to avoid the risk of getting doored. The door zone is that space that an open car door extends into the roadway or bike path. So to avoid the door zone, cyclists should ride far enough to the left of the parked cars so they won't be struck by an open door. When riding beside parked cars, e-bike riders should continuously scan to see if the cars are occupied. If you can't see through the glass because of the sun glare or some other obstruction, assume the car is operated and the car door may suddenly open. If you're riding in a bike lane, don't assume you're safe. Many bike lanes are in the door zone, and in such a case, you should ride on the left side of the bike lane out of the reach of the door zone. And never, ever, ever try to swerve. I've had people really get hurt trying to swerve to avoid a door. If your child has been in a dooring accident, number one, seek medical attention. get that child checked out by a medical professional, even if the injuries seem minor. Document everything. Take photographs of the scene, vehicles, injuries, note the location, the time, any witness information. Contact the police. It's a good idea to file a police report, even if the driver seems apologetic. Don't negotiate with the other party. Avoid making any agreements or statements without legal counsel. The other party's insurance may try to use your words against you. Finally, preserve evidence. Keep the e-bike and any damaged clothing or equipment as evidence. Don't make any statements or give authorization to the other parties or the other party's insurer without consulting a lawyer. And of course, consult a lawyer. A lawyer who handles e-bike and bicycle accidents can help you understand your rights, protect your interests, and negotiate a fair settlement for your child's medical bills and other damages. Teach your children how to prevent these daring accidents. And if you have a young driver, teach new drivers to use the Dutch reach, which involves using your fire hand to open the car door. This forces you to turn your body and look to see if a cyclist or other road user is coming. And teach your young e-bikers to be aware of that door zone and maintain a safe distance from the parked cars. If the bike lane is blocked or it's not safe to ride next to parked cars, it's safer to take the full lane of traffic than to risk dooring. And I will tell you, these car dooring injuries can be devastating and may include brain injuries, spinal cord injuries, broken bones, injuries to shoulders, hands, and knees. Another cause of accidents is parking garage exit accidents. Parking garage exits are some of the most common places for e-bike accidents to happen. Drivers often have limited visibility due to walls, blind corners, and poor lighting. Many are distracted, checking their phones, adjusting their GPS, or looking for approaching cars without realizing that e-bike riders or pedestrians may be in their path. So, common causes of these accidents near parking garages include drivers failing to yield when exiting a parking structure, blind spots or poor design or poor lighting at garage entrances and exits, speeding and aggressive driving in congested areas, and distracted or impaired driving. And finally, lack of warning signs or mirrors to improve visibility. Even a low-speed impact can cause serious injury to an e-bike rider, such as broken bones, head trauma, road rash, and the like. So if you or your child are hit by a car at a parking garage exit, protect yourself and your legal rights. Call 911. Get medical help. And remember, even minor pain can signal a serious internal injury. Get the driver's information, write down their name, their license plate, their insurance details, and their contact information. And if you can, take photos and videos. Document the scene, the garage exit, the motor vehicle's license plate, damages. Take photos of the driver's ID and the driver's proof of insurance. And look for nearby cameras that may have recorded the accident. And finally, get witness information. Statements from bystanders can strengthen your case. It's always a good idea to call an attorney as soon as possible. The sooner you get legal help, the better your chances are of securing full compensation. Now, who can be held liable for an accident near a parking garage? Well, determining fault can be a little complex. The driver is often primarily responsible, but other parties may share liability, including the property owner or parking garage management for unsafe design, lack of mirrors, or poor lighting. The city or municipality if an unsafe road or sidewalk condition contributed to the crash. A good attorney will thoroughly investigate each case and uncover all responsible parties and hold them accountable. For more information on how to protect your children or seek answers to your concerns, please visit our website at thechildinjuryattorney.com. Next, let's turn to inattentive drivers. Drivers often do not see bicycles, e-bikes, scooters, or motorcycles because of their small size, which can cause them to be overlooked due to the phenomenon of inattentional blindness. And they can also be misjudged in terms of speed and distance. Distracted driving, such as using a phone or road design that obstructs sight lines, further contributes to this problem. The lack of visibility makes bicycles, e-bikes, scooters, or motorcycles a significant safety risk as they are vulnerable to being missed in traffic. Inattentional blindness or perceptual blindness occurs when an individual fails to perceive an unexpected stimulus in plain sight, purely as a result of lack of attention rather than any vision defects or deficits. Thus, a driver may pull right in front of your child on an e-bike, even though your child's in plain sight. Motorcycle riders are well aware of this phenomenon and approach each intersection with caution and an expectation that the driver may not see them. Your child on his or her e-bike, however, is unaware of this phenomenon and not ready to be a defensive rider at intersections. We must teach our children the same awareness and skills motorcyclists use. Also keep in mind that as the seasons change and daylight hours dwindle, many of us find ourselves traveling during times of reduced visibility. Shorter days and inadequate lighting create a dangerous combination that can lead to tragic and preventable accidents. Finally, we often see defects in construction of e-bikes. And primarily we see defects in the braking system. I will do a whole nother broadcast someday on defective products, but for now, know that that can also cause accidents. Now let's talk about some common e-bike injuries. Because e-bikes allow riders to travel at a high rate of speed, and they weigh significantly more than traditional bicycles, there is a greater likelihood of significant and serious injury resulting from the accident. So some common injuries related to e-bike accidents are back injuries, broken bones, cuts and bruises, head trauma, including concussions, and other traumatic brain injuries. Internal injuries, knee injuries, neck injuries, nerve damage, shoulder separations, and spinal cord injuries. While some injuries resulting from an e-bike accident may not initially seem to be much cause for concern, without proper medical attention, certain cases can result in long-term issues. And this is especially true for internal injuries that may not reveal themselves without a thorough exam. So these type of injuries can have a lasting impact on the quality of someone's life, and in the worst occasions may even result in death. Be sure to subscribe to the Child Injury Attorney, Michael Wales, to stay updated on our important discussions on child safety and legal rights. If you found this episode helpful, please give it a like and share it with your network. I do hope this information has been helpful to you. The more we know about common hazards, the better we can teach our children to be safe. Until next time, be safe. Thanks for watching.
When your child is injured by negligence, Michael Wales fights for justice. The child injury attorney. Thank you for watching. This presentation was brought to you by Every Media Productions.